Hey, welcome back. This week I'm talking all about how to increase your prices and sell high ticket without scaring away your potential clients. And I'm sure a lot of you are in this position where you're thinking about increasing your prices. I know that for the first couple of years that I was in business, I was like steadily increasing my prices every couple of months as I gained more confidence in myself, in my offers, and started getting people really great results and stuff like that. And that's pretty normal. But there's also a certain level that I notice a lot of my clients will start to kind of like hit up against where they want to increase their prices maybe a little bit more, but they're having trouble doing that and really logically um, like coming to terms with the fact that they're going to increase their prices and without being afraid that they're going to scare people away and that people are not going to take them up on their offer. There is a huge mindset component to this. I'm not going to go into that. That's not really my expertise. I love doing lines, writing lines. I talk about that a lot in my daily non-negotiables and something I recommend all my clients to do inside your most profitable quarter yet. But I want to talk to you about like what are some strategic things you can do to make increasing your prices feel an integrity for you, and also to signal to your potential clients that what you do and what you offer is really high value. So when you get on the phone with them to pitch them your high ticket offer, they're not like, what? Um, I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting something really cheap of an investment, right? So how can we do that? I have one answer for you, and that is a crazy good freebie. Um, I share inside your most profitable quarter yet, which is my program that I love, my baby. And it's actually opening for summer enrollment in a couple of weeks. So keep an eye out for that. But I teach people how to create a freebie that is very productive. And by what I mean by productive in that sense is that what it does is not just take up space on your website host, not just clutter up people's inboxes, and not just be something that you can give away for free, but this asset in your business should be something that actually has a lot of really incredible functions. Number one, it should grow your email list. And we know that emails are really the best way to market right now. Number two, it should shift your ideal client's perspective on the problem that they currently have to the same perspective that your program or offer teaches. This is really important. And number three, it should be so freaking valuable that it blows people's minds to the point where they're like, if this is what she's giving away for free, I can't imagine what it's like to work with her, right? And you've probably heard people say that. That's kind of the overall advice when it comes to creating free things for your business. But I think people don't follow this because I am like a serial downloader. I love to download a good freebie. I love to go to a webinar. I love all of that. And I've been to a lot of bad webinars and I've downloaded a lot of freebies that are just kind of not great, right? And something that I see people do a lot of times is they'll create something as a freebie that could easily be something I would share in a free video like this on Instagram, or it could easily be something that someone would write on a blog post or create a YouTube video about, or talk about in a podcast episode. There's so much free information on the internet that you need to make sure that the thing that you are creating as a free guide is actually truly a valuable resource and something that gives people a instant solution and not just another thing that they've now had to jump through hoops to get. Because I can get a free blog, I can Google anything, I can go on YouTube in 2 seconds. Like, who doesn't just go on YouTube whenever they have a problem, right? I know I do. So I could easily do this without putting in my name and email. But if you are giving me something that I've now had to put in my name and email, go to my inbox, click open it. Now I know I'm going to get emails from you. If it's not fucking amazing, I'm pissed. I'm annoyed that I've now put in my name and email, right? I'm not actually pissed, but like that's kind of what might happen when people download your stuff and it's not great. It's just not a great feeling. So go back to whatever free things you're putting out, anything that you're sharing that people have to exchange their name and email for. Inbox real estate is so coveted right now. that you better make sure whatever you're giving them is like chef's kiss, the best freaking thing, and should be something that you want to charge people for, should be something that you maybe give to your clients as something to actually help them once they've already paid you. Make sure this thing is really freaking good. If that's happening, if that's the case, and maybe if you have a tripwire or a small product that you can actually then follow up and offer to people after they've put in their name and email for that freebie, the people who you get on the phone with you to and who are contemplating working with you have already understood and realized and kind of like experienced how valuable it is to work with you and to have you as their coach or as their mentor or as their strategist or as their graphic designer or whatever you do. You want them to have already experienced a little bit of what it was like to work with you and to be on the other side of the experience thinking, holy shit, that was so valuable. So this, might seem like pretty obvious advice, but I find myself giving this advice to people all the time when I first start working through with them and we go through their funnel. A lot of times I'll see this top of the funnel resource that they have is something that is not high value enough to get them to think that working with you is worth $1,000, $5,000, whatever it is to actually work with you or to purchase your product. So make sure whatever that free thing is a really conscious indication of just how valuable it is to work with you. You almost want to think about like, I'm just coming up with this analogy right now, so it's maybe not that fleshed out, but you almost want to think about like when you go to like a really swanky party, which I'm not at very often, especially not lately. But when they give away a swag bag of like the free gifts, like what did you call it as a kid? A loot bag? They give away basically an adult loot bag, and inside is like you see celebrities get these swag bags that literally have like an iPad in it and like all this like really high ticket stuff, that it makes you think, wow, if that's what they're giving away for free, imagine how valuable it is to go to that party or something like that. So that analogy isn't fully fleshed out, but think about that, right? Like if you go to my birthday party when I'm giving away loot bags, it's like lollipops and like, one of those like candy necklace things. um, what else do you put in a loot bag? Like stickers, maybe. It's a very low value stuff. And guess what? My birthday party when I was like 10, pretty low value. But when you think about these like Hollywood parties, they're literally giving away like a Gucci purse in these swag bags. And you can instantly see, oh, okay, this is like more valuable. This is going to be a crazy experience. And I think, brands do that and stuff. Like if I was to go to a opening party of Soul Cycle or something like that, what they would give away would be like leggings, these like high value stuff that you think, wow, investing to go to their, spin studio is going to be worth my money because they're going to put in, it's going to be nice, right? And you kind of want to think of it like that. I think I kind of lost you on the example there. Point is, make sure that you are not wasting anybody's time at the beginning of your funnel. That's not a productive freebie if it's not absolutely epic. If you want to know more about what I recommend to put into your freebie to create a system that runs really smoothly, this is a pretty important part. Join NPQ. I have templates and like I literally tell you everything about that. So if you want more details on it, that's where you can find out more. And like I said, summer enrollment's opening soon. But if you're thinking of increasing your prices, you might want to consider increasing the value of your freebie right now before you ever do. That also puts you in a position of feeling like, I know that what I put out is so good that I better charge a high ticket or higher than what you're currently charging, because that's what I'm giving away for free. And when I actually work with someone, we are going deep, right? And so consider that. That's a huge mistake that I see and not one that I want you to make. Consider making that freebie super high value so that you feel absolutely empowered when you go to increase your prices and when you go to pitch that new price really confidently. All right. Chat with you next week.